Tell me if this sounds familiar. You drop a seed keyword into Ahrefs or SEMrush or any other tool, and suddenly you're staring at thousands of other results. A lot of them technically match the words you search for, but they have nothing to do with what your client or what your business actually offers. So you spent ages deleting irrelevant keywords, adding filters, tweaking filters, and trying to get that list down to something that's actually useful. And once you finally clean it up, well, you still have to do everything like sorting it into bottom of the funnel and middle of the funnel and top of the funnel to figure out which ones have conversion intent, work out what pages you need to create, and only then can you start building your content plan. By the end, the keyword research has taken longer than the strategy, and that's the problem we built this feature to solve, a way to sort your keywords much, much quicker. So let's say you're doing keyword research for this brand, Latham Steel Doors. Now they sell steel security doors, fire exit doors, thermal rated doors. They're sort of operating in the B2B space, selling steel and security products, doors, namely. And when I go to Ahrefs and enter in a seed keyword, or maybe it's multiple seed keywords, what we get are, when we go to the matching terms, which is probably where we want to go to get the most amount of keywords possible, we get 10,252 keywords. And that's just for that one seed term. I might have put in a number. And as we scan down, we can see a lot of these aren't actually going to be relevant for us. So magnetic blinds for steel doors isn't going to be relevant for us. We've got steel windows and doors New York, which isn't relevant because this business only sells in the UK. We've got stainless steel doors for outdoor kitchen. That's not going to be relevant for us because it's like a little barbecue steel door. There's loads of them here that won't be relevant. And without going into the filters and adding loads of different versions, or without exporting this maybe, which is the other way I might do this, and then playing around with the spreadsheet and again adding and includes and not including, it's going to take a long time to get through all of these. So what if I could show you a way where you could just get all these keywords and really quickly, I'm talking within minutes, get a list that looks like this. So here's all those same keywords, and ignore all these other columns. We'll go through them shortly. But the main one I want you to focus on for the purpose of this video is, first of all, this one. It shows you whether the keyword is relevant or irrelevant for you. And that's because the system I'm going to show you has awareness of your business, and it uses that awareness to understand which keywords are going to be relevant and irrelevant. So if I just show you the irrelevant ones, you'll see we've got single steel door cupboard, single steel blue composite door. So you can see it's got the keyword steel door and steel door in there, but it's not relevant for our business. And it's being able to filter out them in just seconds is really useful. And then if I flick it back to relevant, you'll see that. So what I'd normally do is just mass delete all of these, and that's great. But if I just flick onto relevant, you'll see that it's done all the good ones. So steel front door, steel door company, brushed steel door handles. They do sell steel door handles, steel shutter door. So it's very quickly allowed me to just take that massive list and find only the relevant keywords for me. And I can do more than that. I can also then bucket them into the content, the content funnel, the sales funnel, so I can prioritize which keywords I focus on. So over here, I can very quickly go, okay, let's look at all the bottom of the funnel keywords. So these are highly transactional. These are keywords that are probably going to lead to a conversion, or these are keywords where a category or product page needs to rank. So these are the ones I want to focus on first, and I can see which ones I don't rank for, which ones I do rank for, and I guess optimize or create pages accordingly. I can then also very quickly look at my middle of the funnel. Actually, let's go top of the funnel keywords. So these are your informational ones. So you can see here it's how to paint a steel door maintenance, how to clean steel door handles. A lot more informational, still relevant because I've got relevant selected somewhere here. Still relevant. I should be creating this content to become a topical authority, but probably put it on the back burner in terms of what is, I guess, a priority. And then our middle of the funnel ones, which are often comparison guides. So it's like this versus this, or pricing things. So someone asking for a price, because that's sort of just a bit more than informative, but not quite ready to buy. So we'll have a quick look at them. So yeah, people looking at different types of steel lock, because they're going to obviously see which ones they want to buy. Fiberglass versus steel door, because I'm trying to weigh up my options to see which one I want to buy. Prices, so I want to see the prices of these kind of things. And now what I can really quickly do is just bucket them and push this to, if I'm an agency, I can push it to my client and show them my strategy for capturing all stages of the funnel. Or if I'm in-house, then this is just my content plan. I'm going to focus on getting the bottom of the funnel keywords first. So let me show you how I get this list, how I can turn this list of keywords into this in a matter of minutes. So first of all, you'll want to jump inside Keyword Insights, and you'll want to make a new workspace. So simply click on create a new workspace and add your brand name. For the purpose of this demo, I'm going to use one of my friend's cat's websites. So you'll see I've just filled out the details there, and I'll click next step. So what this is going to go do is crawl this website and build what we call business context. So it's going to analyze the whole site, see what it is, see what the USPs are, see what your goals are, see who your audience is, and come up with the context. Now, that's going to be used to understand whether the keyword is relevant for you and in what stage of the funnel it is, depending on your business context. So this might take 2 or 3 minutes, and you can see it's filled all that in. So it's e-commerce cat-themed gifts. It's got its business description. The conversion goal is to sign up for newsletter and purchase products. You can edit any of these, by the way. And then the key services, and it's for cat owners. So we'll hit next step, and then we will finish setup. So I'll skip that for now. So now Keyword Insights has business context for feline fancy. And when I go to the clustering module, which is the next stage in this process, and upload all the keywords, it will analyze them with that context in mind. Anyway, I'm going to flip back to Latham Steel Doors because it's all already set up, and I'll show you just how easy it is to add that keyword list. So I've gone to Ahrefs here. I've exported that list of 10,252 keywords. I can export from other places as well. I'm going to jump into here, go to keyword clustering. I'm going to give it a project name, which we'll call Steel Door Test for now. And it already knows where to get the rankings from because it's got the context. And you will want the search intent selected. We'll click next. Then we'll just upload that CSV that we just downloaded from Ahrefs. So it's right here. We'll automatically find the keyword and the volume for you, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll click summary, and then we'll hit go to start this project in a second. This is one I ran earlier, and it wasn't on the 10,000 keywords, it was on 2,291. But in the UI of the tool, which I prefer to use actually, I showed you the sheet earlier on the video, but I prefer the UI. We already have basically toggled each one of these of whether it's relevant or not. So we haven't manually done this, the tool has done this. And if you want to see, if I can drop down these other filters here, I could say, show me all the irrelevant ones. And these are all the ones that our tool, with the business context of your business in mind, has as marked as irrelevant. So you can see here, PVC door paint, irrelevant. Cottage style doors, irrelevant. Cottage front door, irrelevant. Can you paint UBVC doors? Irrelevant. We sell steel doors. So it's done a good job of marking all of them. But in the context of here, I just want to focus on the relevant ones. Now, the other great thing about using Keyword Insights is, and I just showed you here at a keyword level, but it's also, there is a column here called cluster, and it's hard to see here unless I filter it A to Z. But what we've done is grouped all of the keywords together that can belong on the same page. So your big list of 2,291 keywords is actually only 1,212 pages. And of that, there actually is only 935 that are relevant. So, I mean, this would be even bigger if I downloaded these 10,000 keywords. I'd probably have 10,000 keywords grouped into only 5,000 pages after we've clustered them together. And of those 5,000 pages, there might only be 200 that's relevant. So it's a really quick way of working out what pages you actually need to create. And then I actually just want to focus on the bottom of the funnel ones. So I could just go, look, show me all the ones which are just bottom of the funnel. Or I just want to maybe write content. So I can say focus on the ones that are top of the funnel. So I can select that user journey here. And then these are all the content ideas I want to create. I wasn't going to show this on the video, but then if you actually want to write this content, you could be like, okay, fire door regulations. Let's turn that into a piece of content. I can train an author voice. So I might train a tone of voice on my brand. I'm going to use Andy Chadwick. And I'm going to add my own insight. So I might say different in Wales. Don't know, something like that. And then I'm going to click that. And in the background, our writing agent is actually going to go write that piece of content, which is super powerful. I can also look at a content priority score. So again, with that business context, we can tell you which pieces of content are going to have stronger conversion potential. So even at a blog level, a guide talking about steel security door prices is going to be a lot further along the conversion funnel than a guide talking about how to paint a door. Because I'm looking at prices, I'm probably looking at buying one, right? So we give you that number here. You can see here, content priority score. So if I go on 5 or 4, these are blogs that are going to have, you know, really strong likelihood of actually converting. So standard door width. You can imagine if I'm wanting to know what a door width is, it's because I'm looking to buy. So that's got a strong conversion potential. I probably want to write that. Alternatively, if I flick it to the ones that probably don't have a lot of potential, still worth writing because it will expand your topic authority. But like, how tall is it? How much does it cost to do up a house? Relevant because you might be wanting a steel door for your house.
but it's just a small part of it. Door handle parts names, door handle diagram. It's just a lot less likely to convert for you. And by convert, I mean, if you write these blogs, you might put like a little call to action through to, buying the product. So that's super powerful. The other cool thing you can do is if you're not on Reddit, you probably need to be, or other social channels. So some of these, we have an agency, which is a search journey optimization agency. We want you to optimize for the best channel for that. And so it might not necessarily be SEO for a good channel. So if I click Reddit, these are all the clusters that a Reddit result ranks in. So actually, I'm bottom of the middle of the funnel now. So let's go top of the funnel and actually see. Let's go bottom of the funnel and see if there's any Reddit results ranking for that. So replacement door hinges. There's actually a Reddit result ranking, and so someone's probably asking about replacing. Well, they are asking about how troublesome it is. Yeah, this is 9 years ago, so maybe not so important. But you could add a reply in here and drop a link to our guide or talk about that. Alternatively, if we flicker over to the top of the funnel stuff, which is here, we can see what questions people are asking where we can insert ourselves. So let's say what to do if someone breaks into your house. So this is a good opportunity to maybe sell in our steel security front doors that lay them sell. So they've got a question here. You can answer it and then say, look, if I were you, I'd just maybe bulk up your door with some security. You can also see which ones obviously have YouTube ranking in the top results. It's probably going to be how to install type queries. I'm not sure. Yeah, so there's some of these which have these sort of videos. Wow, so there's an actual video covering that. And so it helps you do your whole strategy. As you've seen, you can actually write content direct from here. There's loads of other filters here. Or, as I've shown you, you can just export it and work in the sheet like we did. The main thing to get from here is a quick way to export thousands of keywords from your keyword research tool of choice and actually sort them. You could just use this as a keyword sorter. Even if you don't use the writer, just dump them in here to find the ones that are relevant with strong conversion potential and actually bucket them into your funnels, bottom, middle, or top. Really good deliverable to send to a client or really good deliverable to send to your boss if you're in-house. Really cool stuff.